Happy Friday, everyone. Coming up next, my 5 favorite Friday fragrances. Find out what they are coming up next. Welcome back, everybody, to Joel the Nose. And today it is Friday. And want to wish everyone a happy Friday and hope you have a great weekend and hope you've had a great week so far. So today's video, I don't think I've ever done this topic before, and it's something that I would call Friday fragrances. And if you're like me, and I know a lot of you guys are, there are certain days of the week, right, that maybe you wear a certain fragrance. It just fits you. It fits your mood. It fits your attitude. It fits maybe what you're doing that day. Friday is generally, I think most people, probably one of their favorite days of the week. Definitely the favorite day of the work week because it's the end of the week. For years, there's been something, called Casual Friday, where in the office place, they let you dress down, maybe a little bit more casual. It's a little bit more fun. So I think fragrances should kind of, mirror that reality of work life, in that Friday fragrances should be something fun, maybe a little irreverent. And for me, that's what they are. When I put on a fragrance on the morning or in the morning on a Friday morning, it's usually something that is fun. It's maybe lighthearted. It's not maybe dark or serious. It's a little bit more maybe spicy. Again, just something that I feel is fun and more relatable to a Friday, even though today I actually have to go to court in a little bit. So I'm wearing a Friday fragrance to court. Let's get into this. So 5 fragrances that I really love for Fridays. Let's go number 5. This is Pirates. Pirates is from a fragrance brand from the Middle East. For those of you who don't know, I've talked about this before. This is Primera Perfumes or Primera Perfumes. And this is, I have a few of their perfumes now and their fragrances. I really enjoy them. A really good versatile mix of different smells. But what I like about this one is it's got this kind of pink pepper and floral accords, like apple at the top, which gives it, I would consider this like a really more high-end designer smell. This is fun, it's safe, it is likable. It is something that if people smell it, you're probably going to get compliments. But it does get a little bit, it's got some heft to it because it has some Gaiac wood in there at the base, and vetiver if you like vetiver, some frankincense, some ISO-E super, which gives it that woodiness, which also helps in projection and longevity. So if you're looking at a fragrance that's just going to give you a solid performance, but yet still kind of not too dark and not too harsh or serious, Pirates. I'm sorry, Pirates from Primera Perfumes. All right, let's go to my number 4 choice. And my number 4 choice is going to be from one of the really, I think, unheralded great perfumers of our generation, and that is Mark Buxton, from his personal line that he has, his personal niche line, and that is called Devil in Disguise. Why do I like this one so much? I've had this for a couple years now. I have another one of his, A Day in the Life, which is like a rose perfume, one of my favorite rose perfumes. I went with this one because this is a ginger bomb. If you like ginger fragrances, if you like the smell of ginger, this one just has that biting ginger, almost like a really, I wouldn't say effervescent, but that, when you first maybe open a bottle of ginger ale or something that like a creamy cola, it's just got that kind of biting smell as it hits your nose, as the bubbles hit your nose. This has that fresh biting ginger that is really kind of green and fresh, and again, perfect for this time of year going into spring. But this is one, again, it just, that ginger and that pop I love for a Friday. I love it. It gives me that energy. It melds with my personality on a Friday when you're looking to have fun and can't wait for the evening to come and hopefully do something fun. So Devil in Disguise, my number 4 Friday fragrance choice. Let's go to my top 3. And this is tough. Any of these could have been there. So I'm going to go number 3, one of the hottest releases in the last year, of course, God of Fire from Stefan Humbert Lucas. God of Fire is just on fire. It is such a beautiful, good, fruity, fun fragrance that works equally well for men or women. I hear just as many women and men talk about this when I meet them, when I see them in the store at Osme. People, everyone who bought this or tried this after maybe seeing a video from me or somebody else, I honestly don't think, I can think of one person maybe, and he knows who he is, I don't think enjoys this out of maybe hundreds that I've talked to. But God of Fire, really good. Just again, that fruitiness lends to, I think, that good Friday feel. It's light. It's not too serious. This is a fun fragrance. I know sometimes when I first heard about this, being a quote niche head and niche fan, I thought, oh, this is just going to be some poppy candy, not good, not serious fragrance. It is. It is all of that. It is poppy, it's fun, it's light, it's fruity, it's sweet, but it's also a great fragrance. All right, let's go to my top two. I gotta be honest with you, up and right into the minute of this video, I wasn't sure which one I was gonna pick. And let's see. I'm gonna go number two. All right, number two, You or Someone Like You. Okay, from Etat Libra de Orange. Etat Libra de Orange. If you want to try to pronounce it correct, which I know I butcher a lot of these French names. Sorry. This one easily could be number one. This is, I've said it before, this is like a fresh Cuban mojito in a bottle. This is such a Miami fragrance. Obviously, with our huge Cuban influence here, mojitos are probably maybe the unofficial drink of Miami. You come here, if you visit, you'll see you can go to any restaurant and get a really nice mojito. And this just smells like that. I mean, it's fresh, it's tart, it's green, it's sweet, it's tasty. I swear when I spray this, in fact, yeah, I mean, when I spray this, it is something that literally transport me to, there's these famous kind of Cuban bars in Calle Ocho here. There's Ball and Chain, which is this Cuban salsa dance. It reminds me of being in a place like that where there's Cuban salsa music dancing. It could be any salsa music, doesn't have to be Cuban, but salsa music, dancing, girls twirling, fun, guys sitting at the bar. They've had their drinks with the mojito, with the straws coming out, with the the stir sticks that just make the mojito so great. The crushed ice, the mint, you can smell that mint in here. It's so good. So that is unbelievable, perfect Friday fragrance. But that leads me to number one, and I'm going with this one because it's relatively new, and I like trying to mix new things into the scene and into my fragrance life. And this is going to be In Love with Everything. In Love with Everything from Imaginary Authors. This came out maybe, 4 or 5 months ago. It's the latest release from Imaginary Authors. You got to give this one a try. I think some people at first may be like, okay, they look at the note breakdown, and let me read it to you because it is interesting. Raspberry, citrus pulp, coconut palm sugar, sandalwood, tropical punch, stardust, Madame Isaac Pereire. So what happens here is they always have like a kind of a mythical note that they put in here, like stardust. It's very cool. I like it. Imaginary Authors, the whole theme is based on, each perfume is based around a literary story that's not real, but it reads like it's real. I mean, when you read it, it feels like it's a book that would have been written either many years ago or current. Could be a classic, could be a modern. So this is a modern story. It's based on early 80s Miami, just before Miami Vice, about girls kind of going wild out on Miami Beach and having fun and not having a care in the world, and roller skating and disco. And this captures that smell. This is a fragrance, and I say it now, you got to put it on your skin. When I first smelled it, like this, I was like, okay, it's nice, it's different, not sure it's for me. Then when I started wearing it, putting it on my skin, it just reacted so well, and it is so unique. It's not going to be for everybody, but if you give it a chance, this is the for me right now, #1 Friday fragrance. It gets you in that party mood if you're ready to go out to the clubs, if you want to, whatever you're gonna do on a Friday night. You know, maybe you're gonna go out dancing, maybe you're gonna go listen to music, maybe you're gonna go to dinner, but you wanna be in that kind of fun and frivolity, let's look at those big words, and just kind of like casual and that let go, anything goes attitude. This is the fragrance that was not only written to do that, but it actually does it with the smell. So there you have it, my top 5 Friday fragrances. Let me know what you guys like to wear on Friday. This is, again, always interesting to see if you do kind of maybe pick something different on Friday. And if you do, which ones do you choose? I'd like to know. Love to hear your guys' comments. I will be back soon. Gonna go to court now. Wish me luck. Peace, love, and perfumes.